Okay, in this video I'll be demonstrating how to fill in nicks or holes in the wall. What we did here was we took down wallpaper, and as you can see there's a bunch of damage to the wall. There was drywall damage, and there's just a bunch of like nicks and holes and dents and whatnot, so we're going to fix them. So what the tools for the job here is I have my 6-inch blade and my little hawk. And what we're going to do is put the mud in the middle of the hawk here. And then I'm going to use my working material on this edge, and you only want to keep a little bit there, because as you can see we're just going over it with the final coat, and we don't want the mud to fall around the hawk or off the hawk, so we're going to keep it on just this one edge. And the way to deal with it is to put it down and then come into it in the middle, and it loads up in the middle there, so that way when we put it to the wall it won't fall to the floor. So what you want to do is you want to put it on one way and go off the other. And you want to make sure that when you take it off to press down on it, and that'll tightly skim both of the edges, so that when you go to sand it, it'll only be minimal sanding. You don't want to create a lot of dust when I do this. And then when you pull it back off, you just want to go into it and then pull it and then put it towards the edge. And if you have a lot there, then you come into it sideways and down, and it loads up the center. Okay, so we're just going to let this dry. This should dry very, very, very fast, probably in like 10 minutes. And then we'll be back to sand it. Okay, we are back, and this joint compound has dried on the wall here. So what we're going to do is now sand it. What I have here is a 4-inch sanding pad. It's great for jobs like this. So what we have here is it's smooth in the middle, but on the edges there is going to be just a slight ridge, and that's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to use this sanding pad just to lightly sand off that edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the pressure to the outside of it. So I'm going to sand down the corners, and I'm going to stay away from the middle, so that it's totally smooth and it blends in. The wall is smooth to begin with, and then where the joint compound meets the wall, that gets smoother and smoother and smoother. So there's a smooth transition into the area that was fixed. So Okay, so that's it with the sanding. When you run your finger across it, it's an easy transition from the wall to the joint compound, and that's what you want, or else you'll leave a ridge, and that's not good. So the next step is to prime and paint.